Welcome to Accountancy Academy. I hope all of you are well and fine. I have already discussed about bank reconciliation statement in my earlier video. Today I talk about bank reconciliation statement in case of bank overdraft balance. The rules of reconciliation of overdraft bank balance differs from that of normal bank balance. Normally, the cash and the bank balance are shown in the debit side of the cash book. The said bank balance is found in the credit side of the passbook. Suppose A deposited a check of rupees 2000 into bank. The amount of check will be debited in the cash book in bank column. For this transaction, A's account will be credited in the passbook by the bank. Before preparation of bank overdraft reconciliation statement, I speak about the bank overdraft system of the bank. Assuming that overdraft limit of rupees 1,50,000 has been allowed on 12/8/21 to A against fixed deposit of rupees 2 lakhs, on which bank pays 7% interest, plays with the bank, and overdraft interest will be charged at the rate of 9%, and A issued check 25,000 to B 5/8/21 and deposited a check of rupees 5,000, cash rupees 3,000, and issued a check rupees 2,000 to C on 27/8/21. The opening balance in the bank account as on 1st August 21 was rupees 12,000. An overdraft means that the bank allows customer to borrow the amount of money up to fixed limit as per customer's requirement against security placed with the bank. Here the bank allows an overdraft limit up to rupees 1,50,000 against fixed deposit of rupees 2 lakhs at the rate of 9%, which is 2% higher than the rate of interest given on the pledged security, that is fixed deposit placed with the bank. Generally, the interest is charged on the last date of every month and calculated on the daily debit balance, that is the amount borrowed daily by the customer. Now we see how this transaction appears in the passbook of overdraft account. On 1/8/21, the opening bank balance is rupees 12,000. On 25/8/21, he issued a check to B for rupees 25,000, and the amount of the issued check is greater than the credit balance in the passbook, and the payment is made after covering debit balance rupees 13,000 of overdraft facility. The next one, A deposited a check rupees 5,000, cash rupees 3,000, and issued a check to C rupees 2,000 on 27/8/21. On 27/8/21, it appears in the passbook that by check rupees 5,000 entered in the deposit column and rupees 3,000 by cash entered in the deposit column, and it is found that both the amount reduce the debit balance to rupees 5,000. Normally, in case of credit balance in the passbook, both the amount increase the credit balance. The next one, on 27/8/21, he issue a check rupees 2,000 to C. It is found in the passbook that date 27/8/21 particulars to see account rupees 2000 in withdrawal column, and the payment increase the debit balance to rupees 7000. If all these transactions are entered in the cash book, the credit side will be greater as debit side of the passbook. Now I discuss about bank overdraft reconciliation statement. From the following particulars, prepare a bank reconciliation statement as on 31st January 2017. Here, 6 transactions have been mentioned below. For preparation of this statement, we draw 3 columns, one particulars, other 2 amount column, one inner column and others outer column. At first we give headings as Bank Reconciliation Statement as on 31st January 2017. Among 6 particulars, the first one is 31st 1/17 bank overdraft balance as per cash book rupees 21,050. We write in particulars bank overdraft balance as per cash book rupees 21,050, outer column. Cash book debit balance means positive balance. All receipts goes to the debit side in the cash book and all payments go to the credit side of the cash book. Here we discuss about bank transaction, that is bank column, whereas the bank records all receipts in the credit side of the passbook and all payment in the debit side of the passbook. Before starting bank reconciliation statement as per cash book, we have to remember the following points. Number 1, all entries which are recorded in the passbook but not entered in the cash book should be taken. Number 2, all entries which are recorded in the cash book but not entered in the passbook should be deducted. Now we back to our discussion. Number 2, during month of January the total amount of checks for rupees 37,200 was deposited, but of this one check of rupees 5,500 has been entered into the passbook on 10th February 2017. Here we are doing the bank reconciliation statement as on 31st January 2017. Here it is clear that a amount of check rupees 5,500 out of rupees total amount of check rupees 37,200 has not been entered in the passbook within the 31st January 2017. But as a receipt, the amount of rupees 5,500 has been debited in the cash book. As a result, the credit balance or bank overdraft balance of the cash book has been decreased. Here we start reconciliation as per bank overdraft balance as per cash book. So for reconciliation we have to do adjustment with bank overdraft balance as per cash book. Therefore, amount rupees 5,500 will be added with the bank overdraft balance. If we start reconciliation from positive or debit balance of the cash book, the amount of the check rupees 5,500 should be deducted. Alternatively, it may be said that adjustment in starting from overdraft balance should be reverse of adjustment in case of starting from positive cash balance. So, the amount of check rupees 5,500 will be added with the cash book overdraft balance. So we write add check deposited but not credited in the passbook before 31st January. Rupees 5,500 in inner column. Next one, number 3. During the month of January, checks for rupees 44,790 were drawn in favor of creditors. Of this, one creditor for rupees 21,450 encashed his check on 10th March 2017. It means the bank did not make payment the check for rupees 21,450 before 31st January. So this amount of check has been credited in the cash book as a payment and increased the overdraft balance. So it is clear that the overdraft balance of the cash book or credit side of the cash book becomes greater than the balance of the passbook for this entry. So we deduct the amount of rupees 21,450 from the overdraft balance as per cash book for reconciliation. In the statement, giving some space from previous entry, we write less check drawn but not encashed rupees 21,450 in inner column. Next, number 4. As per standing instruction, the bank paid rupees 5,250 to a creditor on 28 January, but by mistake the same has not been entered in the passbook. In this case, we assume that we received the proper intimation from the bank and recorded the payment in the credit side of the cash book, and our credit balance or our overdraft balance has been increased for our record. Other side, bank did not record this payment by mistake, so the bank balance of the passbook has not been reduced. As a result, the bank overdraft balance of the cash book become greater than the bank balance of the passbook. So for reconciliation, we deduct the amount of rupees 5,250 from the bank overdraft balance. We write in the last paragraph, bank paid to a creditors but by mistake not entered in the passbook rupees 5,250 in inner column. Next one, number 5. According to agreement, on 25th January, a debtor had deposited directly into the bank the rupees 4,500, but the same has not yet been recorded in the cash book. It is previously stated that all records in the passbook should be entered in the cash book for reconciliation as per cash book. If the amount of rupees 4,500 debited in the cash book, the credit side or bank overdraft balance should be decreased. Here, the bank reconciliation statement is started with bank overdraft balance as per cash book. So we have to make adjustment with bank overdraft balance as per cash book. So we have to deduct this amount from bank overdraft balance as per cash book. The amount of rupees 4,500 will be considered for less in the reconciliation statement. We write deposit by debtor into the bank not recorded in the cash book rupees 4,500 in inner column. Next and last one, number 6. In month of January 2017, the bank without any information had debited his account for rupees 60 as bank charges and credited the same for rupees 90 as interest. Here, two transactions has been mentioned. In month of January 2017, the bank without any information had debited his account for rupees 60 as bank charges. The amount of rupees 60 will be credited in the cash book as a payment or expenses if it had been entered in the credit side of the cash book. The bank overdraft balance would have been increased. So write for that bank charges debited by bank but not recorded in the cash book rupees 60 in inner column. The remaining part, the bank credited the passbook for rupees 90 as interest. All receipts or income goes to the debit side of the cash book. So, if it is debited in the cash book, the credit balance or bank overdraft balance will be reduced or decreased. So, the amount of rupees 90 will be deducted from the bank overdraft balance. So, in less group, we write interest credited by bank but not recorded in the cash book rupees 90 in inner column. The total amount rupees 5640 to be added with the bank overdraft balance rupees 21,050, and the total amount will be 26,690. The total amount to be deducted rupees 31,290. Here it is found the deducted amount is greater for rupees 4,600. So we write minus 4,600. We know that overdraft itself is a negative balance. So if the ultimate balance in the statement show a positive figure, that will also represent overdraft balance. If, however, the ultimate balance show negative figure, that will represent cash at bank and it does not indicate overdraft balance. So it is written bank balance as per passbook, not overdraft, rupees minus 4,600. Today I came to the end of our discussion. Please comment if you have any confusion in this regard. I shall try to my best to clear your confusion. Wish all of you good luck.